Well, hello. I have a huge treat for you today. And I am talking with Stacy today on her health journey. And I tell you what, ladies, listen up because this woman has done the work. She has done the work, and I get goosebumps just knowing where she's been and what she's done here with her health journey. So let's get started. Stacy, I just need to know, where did you begin? What was your health journey story, and why? Why did you want to make some changes?
Okay, so it's been probably a 3-year journey. Well, it's been longer than 3 years, but about 3 years ago, I truly committed and said it's time. I was feeling very sluggish every day, all day. I had younger kiddos that I was having a hard time keeping up with. My confidence was minimal. My mental space was not great. And it was just time to make a change. So I started with my health. So 3 years ago, I ended up having a bariatric surgery. I did the sleeve surgery, maxed out my results with that, and then really struggled with kind of maintaining where I was at and even wanting to lose more. So, I tried different things. And when I heard about VIP, I thought, you know what, I'm going to give this a shot because I really didn't have a long ways to go yet. I had about a 15-pound window that I wanted to hit to just hit my overall goal. And so with VIP, when I started that, I did it in like 7 weeks.
Yeah,
So
in 7 weeks.
it's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
7 weeks.
And so you hit a plateau with
I
your
did.
body, and you
For
had the surgery, and you were still not where you wanted to be.
No,
Tell me
no.
more about that.
When I had my surgery, I weighed in at about 280.
Mm.
And I had tried all of I was on all of the things. I did all the yo-yo diets. I did the fasting. I did all the things. And so then after I had my surgery, my surgeon even advised that I had hit my max. It can only go so far. So and I was noticing that my hunger was coming back, and I was at risk of ruining my surgery, stretching my stomach back out. And so I really had to take a step back and look at what I needed to do. And my biggest thing was always feeling hungry. And, I was feeling my body with the wrong things. I thought I was doing great, but I was fueling my body with the wrong things. So when you and I got together and started talking, I was like, okay, so then I started eating all the proper things, and yeah, I had the help
Mhm.
of the injection for a little while, but I'm to the point now that I don't need that injection.
Mhm.
I know what I need to fuel my body with to keep going and to maintain it. And
Mhm.
I had this overall goal to hit 155. I've never weighed 155, not even in high school. And
Yeah.
that was my overall goal. I was going to do it just once. I wanted my BMI, I know everybody says don't follow the BMI calculator to a T. It's not the golden rule. But when I would do that and it would put me in the obese 3 category, that's
Yes.
a hit to the ego. That sucks.
Yes.
It really sucked to see that. And
Yes.
so just once I wanted my meter to be in the green,
Yes.
and it's in the green.
It's in the
So
green.
I did it.
It's
It's
in
in the
the
green.
green.
It's in the green. I am no longer categorized as obese 3. I'm in the normal range.
Yes. You are in the normal range, but
And it feels great.
tell me why. Tell me why this obese 3 was really hitting you strong.
It hit me hard. I've got some, in our family, we've got, there's high blood pressure, there's diabetes, we had cancer, just all the things, high cholesterol. And I didn't want to become one of those statistics. I wanted to be as healthy as I could be for my family. And so to be labeled as obese 3, it hit me personally,
Mm.
and I just, I was always a curvy person, and that's okay too. But
Mhm.
for me, having that obese 3 label, it just really struck me. I'll never forget when I was sitting in the office at work and we did the evaluation because we get a discount on our insurance.
Yes. Yes.
And I didn't get my discount because I was obese 3.
Okay. Yeah.
So it
So
was
health benefits for sure.
Yes.
not wanting to be labeled in,
Right.
you know, pre-diabetic, heart issues, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
of course, you want to move the needle per se because
Yep.
you are here to live an example for your family
Mm-hmm.
and want to live your best life with your
Mm-hmm.
family. And so
Mm-hmm.
I love that part of your story because you are an example. Okay. Now, I know at first you were a little nervous
I
and you
was.
were very skeptical,
I
but
was.
what helped you move forward with this, Stacy?
Honestly, it was trusting the process. It was trusting, we connected right off the bat, I felt. And I'll admit, I don't go to all of the calls. I don't, but I listen to all of the recordings. So that was a big thing for me, was at least just being able to go back and listen to them, and
Hmm.
hearing other women having their success, and I did a lot of research before I said, yes, I'm going to do it, because it is an investment. But it was an investment that, I zero regrets. Zero
Zero.
regrets. Zero regrets.
Amazing. I love hearing that from you, Stacy, because I know how nervous and skeptical you were about the
It was.
program. And
I was.
and I can tell you all all that I know, but until you're ready, until you are um there,
Mm-hmm.
you have to be there, right?
Yeah,
And
you have to be ready.
I tell you what, I love, love, love cheering on every client, every person that I meet because it is not easy to do. And you have flipping lost from 280, girl. And I just can't even believe the journey that you've been
Yeah.
on. And
125.
you have had tools along the way to help.
Absolutely.
And tell me more about your tools. Like, what do you think? Um, why is this different than your surgery? Why is this different than any other program that you've tried?
It the community, to start with, you've got a community of women who are all doing this together. And I didn't get on all those calls, but I did listen to the recordings,
Mm,
and the continuous chats that are in there, people sharing their food ideas, their snacks, their, having that. I think the biggest thing that I was failing on was not having something quick and easy in the fridge ready to go just in case. Because I have a very busy life. I have four
mhm,
kids, I work two jobs, very busy life. So I don't have the time to meal prep all of these meals every day, or every week. And
mhm,
our schedule changes.
mhm,
So I always try to have, my protein in there ready to go, and some veggies in there ready to go.
mhm,
Like we're leaving for vacation tomorrow, and I just went to the fridge a little bit ago to grab breakfast, and there's not much in there because we're going on vacation. So I was like, but it's just, yeah, it was just knowing that it's okay to not be perfect. It
mhm.
was okay to go off plan a little bit every now and then, but knowing how to come right back to it.
Yes, yes.
That was a huge thing for me. Like after my surgery, if I went off plan and maybe had a couple drinks, or we went to a fast food restaurant, or what, I ate too much, it was almost like I would throw my hands in the air and say, well, I ruined it. I might as well just forget it.
Yeah,
But it's being okay with, we're going to have those bad days, and
yes,
they're okay. It's just get right back at it tomorrow.
yes.
And that's what's been my biggest thing, is being okay with not having a perfect day.
Absolutely. And I like to label that as peace with food. I've made
Yeah.
peace with food,
Yep.
and I love that you have explained that this has fit into your lifestyle.
Yeah, it
Tell me
is.
more about
It's easy. It's
that.
easy. I don't have to go out and buy certain foods. I can still eat. I'm a big carb. I was a huge carb junkie. I
Mm,
loved my carbs, but now I know that I can still have my carbs, but I
yeah.
just can choose better carbs for me. Instead of grabbing a bag of potato chips, I can eat the sweet potato, or I can,
Mhm.
I can get my carbs out of my fruits, and I crave sweets. So instead of grabbing the cookies or whatever, I'll grab my dehydrated fruit, or, it's just, it was just, there's no special diet that you have to follow. You can still eat real food. You can still go out. My husband and I are very social people. We
Mhm.
still go out with our friends. We still go to the restaurants and have the drink. It's just we choose differently when we order off the menu.
Yes, I love that because you have the education to know what to choose.
Hmm.
And when we feel so good inside, we know that we want to fuel our body. This is
Yeah.
it. And granted, you have worked hard to lose the weight, but sometimes
Hmm.
it's not about chasing the skinny. It's about
No,
how you feel on the inside.
feeling better. Yeah.
And
I
feeling better.
I've had several people tell me that I am a completely different person today than what I was even a year ago.
Mm,
Um, and I feel it. My confidence has gone up.
mhm.
Um, it's just it's changing inside and out, mentally, physically. It is a life change.
It is. It is.
It's a
And
life change.
I feel that too, Stacy. I do. I
Yeah.
do. And I literally have goosebumps from you. So just one more quick question. Now that you've hit this milestone, how do you feel about maintaining your results long term?
There's it's a little bit scary. But I'm confident that it's gonna, that I can do it because I got this far. Um, and there wasn't like a magic pill that I took or anything and then woke up the next day and had my results. I had to put the work in, and I'm not gonna, it's been 3 years. I'm not gonna throw 3 years of work away. I'm
Yes.
not throwing 3 years of work away.
No.
And yeah, there was some investment in there. I had my surgery. I invested into VIP. I'm not about wasting money. So I've got a lot of
Mhm.
time, a lot of effort, and let's be real, I got money in it, and I'm not putting that down the drain. So
No.
it's just knowing I now have the tools to, I know how to shop when I go to the grocery store. I know how to prep my food when I'm cooking. And I know that I can still go out and have my social life and still do I've got a very dear friend that we do once a month. We do drinks and debriefing. We get together, we have a drink, we talk about all the things that are bugging us, and then we let it go. And I can
Mm,
still do those things. I can still do that. I don't have to give those things up,
mm, mm.
but I can do it and feel better doing it.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So,
Yes, yes. So thank you for investing in VIP. Thank you for
yeah.
sharing your story. Thank you for being an inspiration to many women. And I just commend you. You have my respect and literally have enjoyed watching you blossom. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, Katie, I can't thank you enough either because it was your encouragement and, that long phone call and several text messages of, are you sure? So having your reassurance was also very beneficial. So,
Yeah. Well, great.
I thank you as well.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
So, yeah.